Jumping in the bed with 2.10 and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad, you too. Dripping my swag, do about tag on, I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. His first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing, Mariota. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He can't get him down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
Jump out! Hey, check 26. Line left.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd down, here's Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Being chased out left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first-down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run it here. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's able to find Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down.
That's mine. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, where y'all going? Jump out. Zoom. Action on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
26.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a give. Right side is Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Wind out, you got 58.
Working from the gun, Rodgers dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58.
Rodgers throwing again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
No. Yeah, Liz. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Zoom.
Another carry now for Gurley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll run. It's Dixon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Now a run with Geis. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and through. And that will get them one closer. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Here's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Room past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Todd Gurley, 95 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Dumps it off for Geis. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Mariota. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota again. Flush to his right. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw Mariota. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Stephon Tuitt breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, check 26. Go to 50.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that is incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Mariota now from the 50. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Thomas has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On first down, Rodgers keeps himself upright, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, first and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This is Geis on a handoff left. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you...
Money bag.